It's the deuce deuce. It's really hard to write on camera at an odd angle, but this is Retevis RT95 repair number 22. Yeah, that's the best I can do with one hand and less than 22 fingers. Let's get over to the bench, figure out what's not wrong with this radio. People return these things to Amazon. I try to speculate on why they got returned, find out that they're ready for resale, and get them into new hams, old hams, any hams, hands, so that they can enjoy these kind of radios. These radios are 25 watts, usually 25 watts on 70 centimeters, and usually some amount less watts on 2 meters, which legally allows the marketing department to say it's a 25 watt radio. Fine. However, doing the math, brand new from Amazon, around 130 bucks. I sell them for less than 130 bucks. Email me if you want to get one of these. Check the link in the description below to see if I have any available. That puts these things at about $6 a watt. 6 times 5 is about the price of a Baofeng. This is a fantastic deal when you put it into that kind of perspective. Let's get it fixed. First thing, does it have all its parts? I think you should ask that about anything. RT95, that's the owner's manual. Packing material. The radio. What do we have here? Anything good? Screen protector still installed. Looks like it's been used a little tiny bit. Somebody tried it at least. I like that. I like to see that they tried. Maybe there's something going on in there that we get to play with. Radio looks fine. More packing material. And somebody's been into the power cord. That's the, you know the guy was a ham when this is the kind of twist tie that they use to send it back. And at the prices of copper these days, I think I just made some money. Power cord, mounting bracket, microphone, programming cable, accessory bag. She's all there, folks. Let the testing begin. And for that, I'm going to need some test tools. Dummy load, because I really don't need to transmit farther than inside my shack. Short coax jumper to jump coax shortly. Testing device in its bright orange case. This case is awesome. Get one of these in the description down below with a link from me. And then the Surecomp SW102, which will tell me power output, among other things. Coax jumper installed. Dummy load installed. Meter connected. And since this is a transmitter, receiver, portmanteau, I need a radio that can receive and also transmit to test both directions of that. So I got my Baofeng UV5R Mini. I'm going to plug in my power supply from my workbench. They always come on automatically. 462, 725. That's a GMRS frequency. That transmits on a GMRS frequency. I'm in a dummy load. I get to do that. So does it do ham frequencies? Oh, she's completely unlocked. Nice. There is a way to do the unlocking, I believe, if I can remember correctly. Press function and P4 and turn it on. Test mode. And then go to option 44. No, option 43. Click it. Click it. Nope, no clicky it. Up and down. I forget what the setting is. I'm doing this by memory. It's been a while. And I'm trying to do it while I have... Okay, so that does that. Press the button, press function. Come on now. Nope, that gets me into there. Don't make me go look this up on my own videos. Maybe that's not the change mode. Function P1 power. Nope, that didn't do it. All right, I'll be right back when I go learn how to do my thing by watching me teach me how to do my thing. Man, that guy's a good teacher. Okay, so we turn it off. I never would have guessed this at all. Function P4. Function P4, turn it on. Wait. Test mode. Go to 43. And now you have to PTT on the microphone. And then you can change it to the different modes. So there you go. Mode 2. That's the one you want. Power cycle, closing, turn it back on. So this one's fully unlocked. If you want a fully unlocked radio, 22 is your girl. Okay, power testing. Turn on my power meter. And we are on 446. Let's verify power setting. 446 power level high. And I just pushed a button. Dang it. Okay, there we go. 446 power setting high. 25.6 watts output. And frequency's good. Let's do 146520. And we got 24 watts, 23.9. We're doing pretty good there. 146520 on the display and 23.9 watts out on the power. And the big one is the SWR. of the dummy lobe. Now I need to check out the microphone. In order to check out the microphone, I like to turn the beep on so y'all can hear it. And let's do it. All right, all the buttons work. On air test. And for that, we need the Baofeng. All right, let's do 446. All right, she's transmitting KM9G. Woo, yep, that works. KM9G testing, 1, 2, 3. Yep, I can hear it. All good. Programming. And for that, we need a programming cable and a computer. Stupid USB cable. Only goes in one way. Takes 3 tries to get it right. Hey, real quick, I have 2-meter, 70-centimeter dual band mag mount antennas with coax that'll get these to be nearly complete. Just bring your own power supply. So if you want one of those, let me know. I can sell it to you with or without a radio, depending on the inventory that I have. They're like 10 bucks plus shipping. That's it. Back to the show. Downloading. Downloading. Everything's happy. Got it on the first try. So if you're like me and you like playing with ham radio, then this is a really cheap, easy way to get into the hobby. I've got these for sale at a discount off of the standard price. And I even have mag mount antennas to go with them. So if you need a full radio station minus the power supply, then I'm your guy. There is a link in the description down below, but essentially just email me and let me know that you're interested and I will get you the details on how to get it. My email address is temporarylyoffline@gmail.com, which you kind of expect from this guy. I also have shirts for sale too if you want one of those. If you like watching somebody reevaluate radios that aren't really broken to see if they need to be repaired, and usually they don't, then this is the channel for you. Make sure you're subscribed by hitting the subscribe button. If you'd like to see more of this kind of stuff, then I've got a video playlist for you right over here for all of the repairs that I have done so far for the Amazon returns. I've done plenty of other repairs of stuff that's actually broken, but these Amazon returns are not that much of a puzzler. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you over there.